I'm just going to play you a 2-minute clip about this incredible pilgrimage in France, the Chartres Pilgrimage, where you had 20,000 young people. Just have a look at this. I want to comment on something. I suppose what struck me, the fact that you could have 20,000 young people, teenagers, children, young adults, walking for 3 days in France, but so little coverage among European bishops. It was the largest youth event this month on the continent of Europe as far as the Catholic faith is concerned. And it was very muted. You had... I was just looking at the French Catholics Bishops Conference Facebook page. Not a mention. They retweeted one tweet on their on Twitter, X, and bishops from other countries. It's a very muted thing. It's quite incredible to see in 2024 something like this happening in the church. 20,000 young people gathering, walking for 3 days, and yet our spiritual fathers, the hierarchy of the church, completely ignore it as if it didn't exist. You know, as far as I'm aware, and I stand corrected, maybe somebody can come back to me, the Vatican doesn't even acknowledge this. I stand corrected now. Hopefully I am corrected, but I didn't see anything from the Holy Father's Twitter account or anything like that. I didn't see anything from Cardinal Parolin. I didn't see any acknowledgement, encouragement from Rome. Now, maybe I searched the internet trying to see if there was something there, but no, it wasn't like a word of encouragement, a 10-minute video or something. 20,000 baptized Roman Catholics, young people gathering in France for 3 days. It's a big thing. It is the largest Catholic youth event this month on the continent of Europe. I stand corrected if somebody can tell me otherwise. I suppose where I find this bonkers is, the Holy Spirit is obviously moving. We're talking about conversation in the Spirit. This is the whole thing, synodal conversation in the Spirit. Well, the Holy Spirit has obviously been moving there for what? Decades. And yet, no. It keeps growing and growing and growing. No, is the Holy Spirit there? Our churches are emptying and emptying and emptying and emptying. There's no way. There is simply no way on this island of Ireland you would get 20,000 under 20s together at a youth festival. It wouldn't happen in a country with 4-point-something million baptized Catholics. It wouldn't happen. I know that for a fact because I've seen youth events put on where it's been free for them to attend and you would struggle to get 2,000. Even offering it free to them. It wouldn't happen. I'm just relating a fact because I've spoken to people around Ireland about how you engage young people. My kids tell me, well, they don't feel any pull to the church because their peers don't go to church. And my kids say, well, why are we going to Mass? Or nobody else in my class goes to Mass. And people are not interested in it. It seems like an old person activity. It doesn't engage them. I'm just relating a fact because we haven't taught the faith in school. 52% of people who teach our children about the sacraments don't avail of the sacraments, don't go to Mass. That's what has been happening in Ireland. And yet you have 20,000 people, 20,000 young people in France walking for 3 days, getting nearly no acknowledgement by the church. And I ask the question, what is going on in the church? When the largest youth event of this month on the continent in Europe gets ignored. I just wanted to give them my appreciation, my thanks to those that organize. I would love to do it, but I just can't get time off when it's happening in May. It's just the worst time for me. But, I just want to encourage those that did the Chartres Pilgrimage, at this time in the church, an incredible witness of the faith. And I wish, the heads, the Episcopal leaders of the various countries around Europe did send a word of appreciation. As a spiritual father, isn't it great that 20,000 people would gather for a pilgrimage, in 2024, that would make the effort to walk for 3 days. I just thought it's an incredible event, but I feel so annoyed that the church refuses to acknowledge where the Holy Spirit is actually working. This is the faith of our fathers and grandfathers and great grandfathers. It's the faith that martyrs died for. And we should celebrate it. God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.